us on this fine Monday morning. Max Gawn, Melbourne Demons.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Weird costume you've decided to wear to Mad Monday.
Yeah, Mad Monday's not a thing anymore.
It's done.
What?
It's unfortunate.
Thank Christ I
Yeah,
retired.
It's happened.
It used to be the best day of the year.
No, today's the quietest day of the year now. And I'm wearing casuals, Lululemon, of course.
Yeah.
Don't miss.
Well, so what do you do today?
No, today's a bit of meetings. So we'll go in and talk about my year, and then I'll do some talk about everyone's year with Goody and Richo at some point. And
Yeah. Your year, not bad.
Yeah.
Rest of them could do better.
that won't be the angle I go at, but
Pass on my thoughts. You take this in from me.
If you need a character reference, we are happy and here to help.
I don't know what the rest of you have been up to, but I've nailed it yet again.
yeah. And then medical as well. So my ankles, I limped back in today. So my ankle, after a couple of days standing on it, it hasn't helped. So I'll see how my ankle's pulled up.
Bad
at this stage. And then away I go.
Can I ask you about Friday night? Because obviously, Friday night football, but there wasn't a lot on the line, unfortunately, for either of the teams. And then, as it was all about to be over, this season that hasn't been probably ideal for you, it's fair to say, it was about to be over. And then the weather comes in and delays it for another 30 minutes. Was there a discussion in the sheds of maybe we should just go and shake hands and just be done with this?
Well, there was something on the line technically because Collingwood actually at quarter time their 150-point win was looking like it could be a chance. It was 40 to 1. But no, we fought back there in the second quarter and showed a little bit. That's my third time I've been involved in the fourth quarter.
So this is weird. So you've had 2 lightning and a power outage.
Yeah. And I remember Xavier Ellis asked me, he was boundary riding for Melbourne West Coast in the Lightning game, and he asked me at the end of the game, something along the lines of, do you take any learnings for next time this happened? I laughed in his face and I said, this is not happening ever again. And it's happened again. I took no learnings.
So is this an official apology? Because X-Man is Triple M zone in Perth.
Yes.
Yeah, I still will take no learnings. There's no way I'm going to be involved in 4.
Okay, write that down, DC.
There is no way I'm involved in 4. I saw the lightning and it happened, and then it was about 5 minutes later. I'm like, geez, that's taken a long time for us to finally go off. But when the lightning, I was next to Darcy Cameron at the time, we both said, surely not. And then it happened and we walked off, and I think it was 8 minutes of game time, was it?
Yeah, and they've got to get the two of you off first because you're the tallest.
Correct.
So you're in the most danger.
Correct. I know you're funny, but a tall joke. I wasn't sure.
Okay, Max.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all
I've
good.
lost. I'm coming
We'll give you a
home.
cuddle after Jet. Are you going to be my girl? We also have the first week of the finals. We'll talk about that. We know the fixture.
That'll get him up.
I know, it'll get him up.
help.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want some cake?
Would love some.
All right, we'll get you some cake. This is Triple M. Do you want to do the fixture for the first week of the finals?
Let's do
or do
it.
we need to give Max some more time?
Are you okay with
I'm
this,
in.
Max?
I'm in.
You're fine?
I'm
I
fully
think
in
we
finals.
firstly
Yeah.
say
Okay.
thanks for coming in. 'cause
Yes,
it is
absolutely.
a massive effort. So well done to you.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about things that you would have loved to have been a part of, but you're not. So thank you for sitting through this with us.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay. Thursday, second qualifying final. Port Adelaide versus Geelong, Adelaide Oval, 7:40.
Oh, we got dates and times and everything.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah, just broken.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the Thursday night game is Thursday night footy is back
Yeah,
for the
which is good.
finals
Yeah.
in Adelaide, home game.
How's Port Adelaide's mascot going to be?
I hope the mascot will
still
be
out
okay.
with a head injury, yes. Hopefully be back for this one.
Bill Brownless can interview him back to health.
I mean,
if you didn't hear that,
hopefully,
catch the Saturday Rub podcast.
If Port Adelaide get up, Ken Hinkley gets an opportunity to boo some of the fans at home.
I can picture Geelong being really good at Adelaide Oval. Can you? For some reason, I can just see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just vibes.
Yeah, vibes. Although Port beat Geelong in Geelong this year. So they've got that's a good game. That's a fun game. That's
That
a great
is.
game to start it off.
Isn't
well
it?
done, AFL.
Yes. I mean, even just that whole Ken Hinkley was a Geelong legend. There's just that.
yeah.
It's got a good storyline to that
It
game.
does.
So Friday night footy will be the big one, but who is playing?
Will, are
I'm
you
playing.
ready? You're playing.
Congratulations
on
Pull the boots
Out
on.
of nowhere.
Bulldogs Hawthorn, MCG, 7:40 Friday night.
MCG.
Yep.
The one
Couldn't get Marvel
game.
over the line.
No, so yes,
Monster
that's
trucks
right.
on.
Particularly with the lack of MCG games,
They had to.
that was always going
Quite
to be at the
bizarre.
MCG.
So that was the third option. So they wanted it to be in Ballarat, then Marvel.
Yeah, yeah, Ballarat. Take the Hawks down to Ballarat. That's what we'd like. This is, Max, how do you feel about this? Because obviously Hawthorn seemed to be the absolute form dream team of the competition.
Yep.
How do they go against the Bulldogs?
They've had a win yesterday by 120 odd points in the rain.
Yeah.
They're in
great,
incredible form. Incredible form. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but so are doggies. That's another AFL. Well done.
Right.
That's a great game.
That is
Okay.
Do they pack that out?
Yep. Surely.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
with
do
all
you
those Hawthorn fans.
Saturday twilight, 3:20. Swans Giants SCG.
I mean, again, Sydney Derby for the...
Incredible.
So I think correct me if I'm wrong. This might not be how it works, but the team that's seeded number one sort of get to pick their fixture a little bit. They get to throw in what they want. So they've wanted the Saturday Arvo game by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's become...
It's very Sydney.
It is very Sydney, but it's also become a very good time slot.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. Popular amongst the fans, but also the TV people, the right
Well,
people.
you know, the thing is too, all the Swans players can then, get back to Bondi after the game, and all the GWS players can get back to Bondi after the game.
All Parramatta Road.
Saturday night at the Gabba, Brisbane, Carlton for the first elimination final.
That's good too, because that's the repeat of last year where Carlton kicked like 5 goals, 6 goals in the first quarter and looked like they were going all the way to the premiership.
They won the game in the first quarter.
Right.
We need to listen to Max more, though, because your predictions for Sunday football was
Nailed it.
exactly how it happened.
Nailed it. I could just smell both teams losing.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's a hard game to win. Even though you got everything on the line. I think that's why it's hard to win. Maybe you're trying too hard. St Kilda, we watched the last quarter yesterday. Saints were playing unbelievable footy as well.
Incredible.
It was a great game. And then Port, with nothing really to play for. We've been in that situation as well, where like your spot can't change on the ladder, but then the coach always says you can't turn on and off. You have to go hard, and that's what Port did. And poor Freo, that was hard to watch for Freo. That was really hard to watch. I mean, it was harder to watch for Carlton, to be honest. It was
It's just a great weekend of footy.
AFL. Doggies Giants was the letdown, unfortunately.
Not for me. I loved it.
How was the cake?
Is there any carrot in that? It was sugar. It was nice.
They're very delicious.
So that was a
Carrot
nice little
cake.
drive-by.
I've had my second piece of carrot cake so far this morning.
Well done.
So everything's fine. But Max, can I talk to you about, obviously, Nick Dacos was playing, both the Dacoses.
Did he play Friday night? Yeah,
Did you see a little
He
bit of
was
him?
double time.
Him and his
brother
brother.
were the guys with the ball.
Kicking it to each other,
I did
hand
watch
passing it to each other.
Yeah.
There was those guys. But Nick Dacos, obviously, going into the Brownlow final round, some of the biggest guns in the competition had huge games. Lachie Neale probably had a best on ground. Cripps was huge.
Yeah.
Like he was, basically tried to put Carlton on his own back. Bont maybe didn't get votes on the weekend. If it's still a live chance going into the final round, do you have a sense of who you think might get the Brownlow this year?
Yeah, if I was allowed to bet, which I'm not, I think I'd lean towards.
Don't say that and wink at me.
I'd lean towards Lachie Neale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way.
For three.
To win
Yeah.
3, and
Yeah.
arguably
And
could
he
have been
was
4.
and he was best on the weekend as well.
Best on, by a mile.
He's quoted by saying it's his best year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's putting pressure on the
And
ups.
if
Doesn't
Cripps-
have the same amount of players getting votes off him as well, I reckon,
Yeah.
Lachie.
Well, I think this could be the fun part because the Collingwood game that you played in against your side, it could be a day cost, but Josh was also very, very good in that game. The same with Paddy Cripps. Nick Newman was outstanding. So you might be thinking 3 for those two, but it may be the 2 votes.
How many times do you reckon Nick Newman has stolen votes off Paddy Cripps? I'd say none.
This would be the first. And it'd be close to the time, though.
Cripps
I
to still
reckon
get the
it'd
3
be
there.
his bloody last 2 back. Do you enjoy
I do.
the getting dressed up? And do you wish it was a bit more
The
free
dress
dress?
up. The dress up, I don't necessarily enjoy.
Do you wish it was free dress?
Yeah, I do a bit. I've got 7 or 8. I mean, must be nice. I've got 7 or 8 tuxes just sitting at home. There's not many times you can wear that to different places, and I always get a new one every year because I just put on so much size every single year. Will so I change.
Same.
But I actually really like the vote for some reason. I like sitting there for the vote. Last year was pretty cool. Like it got down to extremely close to see who was going to win. We've had a live chance the last couple of years. I don't think we'll have one this year with Track. He might be winning at round 11, but then he doesn't play again. So yeah,
I play again for the year or ever.
Just yeah.
Sorry.
he might come back. No, I'm expecting Track to come back and play some good football.
That was a joke. You didn't have to explain that.
Yeah, I know, but you got to be careful. Got to be careful with everything you say about hot topics.
Sorry. Yeah.
You can be quoted. Like they might not even get any of this in and just hear me say, "No, he won't play."
Yeah, and that's what will turn around, Chris. So if you could, that's a tile now on Instagram.
Put a headline up.
This song just happened to be there. It's got nothing to do with anything.
Rosie.
Honestly,
Yep.
it's called Another One Bites the Dust.
Yep.
By Queen.
I'm aware of the
Maxi.
song, yeah.
Okay.
I'm aware of the song.
Triple M breakfast.
What are you going to do with your time, though, Max? Before before you go away.
Yep.
Are you holidaying?
I'll linger around for September.
You're going to stay?
Yeah, I'll come say hi every Monday, Friday.
Great.
And then October, I'm going to pop up north.
Okay.
Drive up there, but not camp, as we've talked about.
So, like fishing.
No, I'm not a
adventuring?
fisherman. I actually, my father-in-law is a mad fisherman and always wants to take me out of the boat. And I've said no this whole time. I hate everything about fishing.
Okay.
I hate being on the boat.
Yep.
I hate putting the rod in the water.
Yep.
I hate catching a fish.
Yep.
I hate putting bait on the
Yep.
rod. I hate wheeling it in, the pressure of wheeling it in. I hate taking the fish off the hook.
Yep.
Then I hate the fish being alive in the boat, and then everything. I hate it all. And the
Scaling the fish afterwards.
Yeah.
He hates putting the rod in the water.
Yeah.
You might be doing it wrong.
Just hates it.
So I won't be fishing.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's all good. We got you a BCF and fun voucher for a great season. But, all right, we'll swap it for something else.
Okay.
Dan's?
Yeah. And then eventually I'm going to Saudi Arabia. Fun fact. Late.
A bike ride?
Yeah, bike ride in November.
Okay. Sounds not safe, but sure.
Yeah, I haven't got my head around what I'm actually doing in Saudi Arabia, but that's
Not a
where
lot
I'm
of
going.
fishing.
Yeah. There is we are near the Red Sea. I'm not sure if that means it's fishing. Is there fishing in the Red Sea?
Probably. It's a C. Good luck today, Matt.
Pretty
Thank
salty.
you.
And we'll see you on Friday.
See you then.
All right.